The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Open. Rina Valentin here, and we are here to bring you the best from arts, music, sports, entertainment, and so much more. We begin by bringing you some great events taking place in today's Open Weekend Preview. First up, find out what local heroes will be playing tennis tomorrow for a good cause. After that, enjoy a free summer block party right here in the Bronx full of talented artists who will perform prose of delightful poems in verse and song. And next, we'll tell you about 4 artists who will come together to show off their visual art creations at one of Bronx's extraordinary art galleries. Our guests include both an award-winning actor and director of a new and successful screenplay that is named after one of our very own Bronx neighborhoods. And our open artist is an aspiring pop star who's ready to take the music world by storm with his many talents. Stay right here, all that and more heading your way, because now we are officially open. Welcome once again to Open. Rina Valentin here, your café con leche every Friday. And today is Friday, August 5th, 2011. You know, we're always inviting you in. We want to hear from you. And, well, you know, we want to hear your voice. And if you're interested in sending us any feedback on our show that you've either viewed or would like to view, all you got to do is send us an email to open@bronxnet.org. And guess what? You can now follow us on Twitter by going to twitter.com/BronxNetTV. Well, the weather is grand out there and there's so much to do. That's right, there's lots to do. So guess what? We're going to jump right into our Open Weekend Preview. First up, join the 6th annual tennis championship of the New York Fire Department versus the New York Police Department as they play the Emblem Health Bronx Open in Cortona Park tomorrow, Saturday, August 6th. That's right. See the Battle of the Badges face off on the Cortona Park tennis courts. It's free, people. We love that word. The intention of this tournament is to bring fire and crime prevention presentations as well as helpful information to learn how to prevent crime and fires. Crime and fire preparation tips are also provided for everyone, so go see the NYPD Color Guard and the FDNY Bagpipers, as they call themselves. Play some tennis and make sure to bring your cameras for a chance to take a picture with Hot Dog and McGruff. This Saturday, August 6th at 10:30 a.m. For more information, go to www.nyjtl.org. Next up in our Open Weekend Preview, Lincoln Center out of doors. The very own artist of La Casita will be performing at a summer block party this Sunday, August 7th. Well, before I say anything more, this event is free, people. We love that word. And this party will be held as a long day celebration of poetic traditions. I don't know why I got stuck with that word. Poetic traditions in verse and music. These urban poets include Douglas Kearney, Felipe Luciano, Flying Words Project, Peter Cook, and Kenny Lerner, and Poetry Jam's very own Stacy Ann Chin. The block poetry party, I should say, is located at 575 Walton Avenue in the Bronx and will begin promptly at 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. For more information, you can call Pregones Theater at 718-585 1202, or you can visit the Lincoln Center Out of Doors website by going to www.lincolnoutofdoors.org. lcoutofdoors.org. All right, then, well, Bronx Arts Space Gallery is showcasing a new art show called Outsiders Inside the Bronx. 4 very different styled artists, Jose Rivera, Chen Carrasco, Ray Lopez, and Augustine Cruz, will come together to reveal a creative space for artists of all ages to engage in a visual conversation about art and art making. These 4 artists, aficionado workshops, have helped them transcend a variety of physical and mental disabilities while polishing their skills in one masterful space. Their artwork ranges from cutting-edge multimedia pieces to community/social justice paintings organized by Carrie Clark. This event runs from now to August 29th, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, as well as by appointment. Bronx Arts Space is located at 305 140th Street in the Bronx. Go check out the Bronx Arts Space website at bronxartspace.com for gallery hours and for more information. Bueno, mi gente, that was your open weekend preview, and being that it's going to be a lovely weekend, I suggest you get out there and enjoy all there is to offer, all that the Bronx has to offer, all that the arts has to offer. All right, so the Gran Parada Dominicana held its annual awards gala at Marina del Rey right here in the Bronx this past month, and BronxNet correspondent Sylvia Angler was there to report on the honorees. Let's take a look.
Welcome to the 2011 Gran Parada Dominicana del Bronx Parade. We're here celebrating with the Dominicans. Today's theme is United All.
That I work for, and I'm incredibly proud to be here to let them know I am here to celebrate them and to serve them whenever I can.
Through this parade, how it's continued to grow, thanks to Felipe Febles and Rosa Ayala. The biggest task that I have is to make sure that the future of the borough is in strong hands. When you look at the growing number of the Dominicans here and everything they've contributed, I'm so happy that it is in good hands.
And today, I come out and participate in these activities because I feel that this is where I belong. Their work and celebrating all that they've given to the Bronx, to the city, and to the nation.
And how important the youth are to the future of this community. So this is a wonderful day. This is a really tremendous day for our community.
From various different Caribbean organizations, La Gran Parada Dominicana's 22 parade was all about uniting the people of the Bronx. So we joined the float of Inca Kola here at the Gran Parada Dominicana's parade, and we're having so much fun from the 22nd anniversary of the parade here in the Bronx. This is Sylvia Angler for BronxNet.
Weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Be free. Now. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice.
Charles.
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
This is so cool, Dad. This is so cool, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
For you. Hey, Mom.
You know, girls, I used to cheer back in my day. Ready? Okay! Go team!
That was amazing, amazing, amazing. Mom, that was amazing.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
I remember how much you said you liked mine.
Oh.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Hi, welcome back to Open. Rina Valentin here. Yo café con leche every Friday. Ya tú sabes. Well, we have a big surprise for you people today. Our next guests are from a movie filmed right here in our own backyard. Gun Hill Road is the film, and it's a story of a Bronx family in transition. What you will witness in the story is the journey of a young man exploring his sexuality in an intolerant environment. I may have given too much away, but we're going to discuss it even further. Wait until you hear what we have here today. The director of this remarkable film has been honored with various awards for his first film in a short film competition for HBO, and his work has played at many festivals globally, especially this past spring. He is joined by one of the stars of the film. All right, should I torture you any longer? All right, well, he's most notably known for his starring role in La Bamba. Remember that film back in the day? But recently, he was starring in a TV series, which I happen to love, which I am upset that it's no longer airing on Sci-Fi, called Caprica. Please welcome to the show, to Open Set, director Rashad Ernesto Green, excuse me, and star actor Isai Morales. Yay! I know, I'm like the little cheerleader.
Hi, sweetie.
We're so excited to have you both here. So excited. I mean, Rashad, we had you here a couple of months ago, but I'm happy to have you back, and I'm happy that Isai is joining you. And I kind of wanted to start with the fact that, first of all, you know, this is a film made in the Bronx. It's predominantly Latino, which we love, and just the story itself. But most importantly, just to backtrack a little bit, because we didn't tap into this, let's just share with everybody how this was actually a thesis for school.
Right. Yeah, I just graduated in May from NYU Graduate Film School, and I had done a number of short films that had done well on the first festival circuit, and I decided, let me just go for the big one. So I decided to make a feature film that investigated and explored issues that need to be seen and need light to be shed on. So I decided to do it, and I had Isai in mind, and you know, you can do it. You know, to all you young filmmakers out there, if you have, you know, you have a dream and you have passion, you have a drive, you really can make it happen. You just got to push on that door hard enough, it'll fall down.
And your professor was?
Obviously, Spike Lee was a mentor and a professor of mine
nice.
at NYU, along with a wonderful supportive faculty over there. And yeah, you know, he's been behind this every step of the way, and it's great. It's great to have, you know, somebody who's been an idol since I was a child to teach me.
And speaking of idols, since I was a child, no, I'm kidding.
That's okay.
No, well, you know, I don't care. I'm going to say it on air. I don't care if I shout out my age. Yeah, I had a serious crush on you when you were in Bad Boys.
Yeah, we were both 12, right?
Right, that's right. That's right. You started when you were like this, this yay high. You were a star with Sean Penn.
Yes.
And that was a long time ago. And you know what? You still look the same.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Well, you know, life has a way of refining you, I hope.
Yes. I like to think the same as for myself. You know, they say the finer wine, all that other good stuff. Yes, yeah. I'm there with you. We're here. So, no, it's so cool to have Isai right here on set. Now, share a little bit about why you chose to do this film.
Well, you know, frankly, I've been really dismayed lately with the quality or lack of quality of storytelling, of humanity in movies. I mean, it's either yuck or some big, you know, computer-generated thing, and it's just, I read a script. I met Rashad through a foundation that we have in D.C. called the National Hispanic Foundation for the Arts, where we raise money to try to help people behind the scenes and in front of the camera. In other words, if you have a dream and you're doing well in school, we want to help you. We give you a little scholarship, but more importantly, we give you connectivity. We give you access to other people in the industry. And well, Rashad came up to me and said, you know, I got this script. I'm almost done with it. I wrote it with you in mind. It's inspired by real events. Would you take a look at it, you know? And I said, sure. But the reality is that you get friends and people offering you scripts all the time, and I gotta say, 19 out of 20, they're not ready. I mean, they mean well, but it's not ready for, you know, for prime time, as they say. I read this script and I was like, wow, this is our voice. This is the way we talk. This is like, you know, la gente. And what I like to say about it is, this is an organic film as opposed to a processed Hollywood BS representation. You want, if you're anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, you homesick for the Boogie Down Bronx, you watch this movie and it puts you right there. And it doesn't, you know, preach to you. It just shows you a family trying to survive, trying to be relevant to each other, trying to like stay, you know, connected. And what happens in this story is fascinating, and it's something that has happened in real life and happens every day, where parents can't accept what their kids are becoming, for better or for worse. They're like, they can't deal.
Just because the timing is interesting as well. You know, the gay marriage, or same-sex marriage, I should say, just got approved recently, and the story happens to deal with transgender and things of that nature. You know, like, did you foresee this, like, the timing?
Well, you know, I mean, we're progressing as a culture, progressing as a community, and progressing as a country. You know, and you know, so yes, it is timely. But I didn't necessarily. I just knew that I wanted to explore something that was happening within the family, because yes, you know, yes, we're exploring certain issues that this family has, but really, in the end of the day, it's a family who's struggling. It's a family struggling to understand one another and accept each other, and you know, love. When you put love and you put family first, you know, you really can't get through anything. Right,
going back to what you were saying pertaining to humanity and just the language and the communication and the understanding. Even as Latinos, we're American. We just are blessed to have two languages spoken in our household, and our cultura, it's strong. It's strong, and you know, whether you're born in the island or not, it's in your blood.
Yes.
So just because this film, it taps into the gender issue, it taps into the Latino cultura. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in this.
Yeah, no, it deals with unemployment as well. It deals with social rejection, you know. My character's manhood is attacked at every turn. And he's trying to re-establish himself as the head of the house. He's trying to make up for those years he wasn't there, but a lot can happen in a few years.
Right. And would you gear that towards the stereotypical machismo, Latino, I am man?
Well, the thing is, here's the genius of Rashad's script. You know, there are moments here where I was pretty sure I knew what was going to happen next. And it didn't turn out that way, you know, and it's like, wow, thank God we have a complex character. You know, maybe mainstream audiences or people who are used to Hollywood movies, they might not have the same ear that our own people have, and they're going to hear things. They're going to hear little palabritas, you know, el papi this and papa that, and you know, it's peppered with authentic New York flavor, Latin, Afro-Latin flavor, you know, and one of the things I'm proud of is that we don't have the stereotypical convention of the poor white person who has to save the people in the ghetto. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and it's time. When are we going to have our stories told with the same production quality, with the same, you know, fervor and expertise that other communities tell their stories with? Well, I think we have a wonderful Helmer here, a visionary who definitely deserves to be supported. We're not going to see these opportunities come often if we don't organize and get together and support what's good in our community. I'm not just saying because you're Latino, we got to go see whatever any Latino does. No, it's got to excel. And this movie in Sundance, in Utah, was killing it.
Right.
Killing it. Little old ladies, young people, people from other countries were like, thank you for making this movie. People who were not from the community were like, wow, I never saw the Bronx like that. And you know what? It's about freaking time.
That's awesome. And thank you for sharing that, because you did win an award at the Sundance Festival, right? Not for this one, but for the other one.
Oh,
right?
Oh, yeah, plenty. Yeah, it's the films have done really, really well. In the
yes, you've done very well. You've done very well
you.
with your authentic voice, as he keeps mentioning. Now, we're going to actually share a clip of the film. Would you like to set it up?
Which clip are you going to be watching?
I believe we're going to show the trailer.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you know, you'll definitely.
The trailer sets itself up.
It does, right? It does, right?
If it's a trailer.
Yeah, I think it's the trailer. I hope it's the trailer.
I mean, basically, you know, a father comes home and it's presented with an issue that we don't always get to see every day. Not everyone is presented with this, but the question posed by the film is, what if it were you? What if it were you? You know, and how would you handle this situation when you love your children so much? What is it that you would do? How has right and wrong been presented to you by our environment, by our culture, by our traditions, by our religion? And it puts those questions to the test. So enjoy the trailer.
All right, let's take a look. Gun Hill Road.
What do we got here? 95, 2 years grand larceny, 01, a year on arms, possession, resisting arrest. Last bid's a 3 out of 5. Possession and selling. Tell me, what's different this time?
I ain't going back.
I don't know if I believe you, but you believe you. That's what matters, right?
Come here, papi.
Hey, Mr. Rodriguez. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I gotta take us to the game, papa. What's the matter? You don't like baseball no more?
It's okay, guys.
What do you like, Michael? Football? Basketball? You like school?
Yo, don't forget your panties.
So what's up? Trace what? You see what time it is? Talk to me like a man. I didn't raise you to be like that.
You didn't raise me. You can't just come in here and try to be Papi now.
Well, I am your Papi. What if that's his life, man? That's him. That's his life. That's my life. That's my boy. You're a man, Michael. You're not a woman. Stop now.
No! My hair! Leave it alone! He's not hurting anybody!
You don't disrespect this house.
Don't do this!
I'm not pretty anymore. Why did he have to come back?
And here it is, my son wants to be like this.
Don't blame me for this.
What are you doing this whole time?
I was working. Where were you, huh? The boy loves you. He needs you. We need you.
Welcome back to Open. Rena Valentin here, and welcome back to the studio. I should say that was the trailer for Gun Hill Road, and Gun Hill Road will open in theaters today, August 5th. Today, August 5th, at the AMC Bay Plaza Theater. And we are here on set with the director, Rashad Ernesto Green, along with Isai Morales, who is actually going to be at the theater today signing posters, right?
Yeah, signing autographs, posters, basically, you know, letting the people know that, you know, we're not too separated to come back home.
Nice.
You know, this is a homemade film from one of your own. We have Puerto Rican, myself, Dominican, and Judy Reyes, who does a wonderful job playing the fierce, protective mother, and Harmony Santana, our discovery, who's Puerto Rican and Dominican.
And the sounds of the street, you know, the sounds of the music of the film.
That's right.
La Bruja.
Yes, La Bruja, our very own La Bruja, and Flaco Navaja is in it also.
Hysterical. He's so funny in this. We got Frankie G, we got Felix Solis, we got Miriam Colon, plays my mother. I mean, she's a classic.
And in case people don't know, you know, or remember, she's the woman who played the mom in Scarface, Tony Montana's mom.
Yeah. And mine.
And now she's Isai Morales' mom, or Enrique, we should say, because that's your character.
Say hello to my little mom.
Say hello to your little mom. That's how you were talking to her.
You know what I mean?
So, just once again, I just want to be very clear with everyone. Okay, we're here live and you're watching us live, but Isai Morales and Rashad are both going to be at the AMC Theater in Bay Plaza today. What time?
Well, I'm going to be at the Bay Plaza.
You're going to be at the Bay Plaza.
And Rashad's going to be down at the Angelica.
Oh, that's right, because we're also Manhattan.
That's right.
This is the New York premiere of Gun Hill Road, and we're really excited to have you here on our set at Open. Just, you know, spreading the word. We're happy to spread the word with you because, you know, you've honored the Bronx. You've given Gun Hill Road an authentic voice, as he keeps mentioning. And aside from that, you employed our people.
That's right.
Thank you. Yeah, Isai's going to be there today and tomorrow, signing autographs with like 5 to 7.
Yeah, 5 to 7
in the evening. So come on, you know, get some pictures with him and have a good time.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So remember, that's 5 to 7.
I have a kissing booth too.
You do?
$1 each.
So,
$1. You know, the dollar's kind of weak now, so, you know.
Nina's going to give up her salary for the week.
Yeah. I got to get paid. I got to get paid for this already, right?
Now, speaking of getting paid, just because, I think it's important to share with our people.
How much, right?
No. Just the importance of how we're able to produce. And the way we're able to produce is by the support system. It's business, supply and demand, the viewership, the number of people that come to the theater. Can we just express that and share with our people how it's not like we're not here like saying, oh, you have to come and see this film. However, it's definitely a film you're going to enjoy, but in addition to that, it's a film that employed our people.
That's right. I mean, I've been saying the same thing for years, which is we're not going to get quality representation until we show up for the best of our community. And if we show up, you know, all America, or corporate America, is dying to, quote-unquote, penetrate the Latino market, okay? Now, there's a good way to be penetrated, and there's a bad way to be penetrated. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
And the good way is when you control, you know, how you're represented as a people. You write letters. You say whether you are pleased or displeased with the way we're represented. And the fact of the matter is, there are smaller minorities that have much more power than our community. And we need to be learning from them. How do they do it? Well, they focus on emphasis on, obviously, education, but not just any education. What are you learning?
Right.
You got to learn critical thinking skills, because otherwise it's just brainwashing. It's just propaganda.
Right.
If you don't understand how to sift through the facts and find out what's real, that's not education. You really have to learn how to think for yourself. Then you can make better decisions. And I think our people are at a point where they're ready to take their own image in their own hands. Because every year you see the same other communities telling their stories over and over and over again.
And they tell our stories too.
And they don't tell our stories, so then we need to tell our stories. You know, I got to say, real quick, after The Color Purple and Amistad, you have no idea how many Latino brothers from New York to Texas to LA would say to me, when is Spielberg going to tell our stories? And all I could say is, when you write them. Because Alice Walker wrote those novels, you know, at least the first one. You know, novels are written. We need to write. We need to express and understand our history, because people who don't understand their history are like trees without roots.
Right.
Easily removed.
Right.
And it's time that we accept the fact that we contribute to this nation every single day. We sacrifice, and we need to be recognized for that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And you know, Isai is also known as an activist, which I love that. I love that term, activist, in the sense that, you know, aside from doing your work, you're actually making a difference, and you're conscious of the impact that you have with your form of expression.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It means a lot. I feel like very few people, young celebs nowadays, they kind of don't care. They want to stay away from politics. They don't want to alienate one side or the other. My thing is, I'm a human being. I don't care about left and right anymore. I believe that we are separated, divided into blue and red, left and right. The fact is we're all liberal and we're all conservative. Now, what are we going to do to make this a better world? Thank you for helping us spread the word about Gun Hill Road, because it is a movie that will move you. It will move you.
Well,
straight guys, macho guys need to see this more than anyone else. The character that I play is who I really want to see this movie, because it'll give a macho man the room to love their child no matter how different they are.
That's such an important and valid point that you're making, and because it all comes down to love.
It does.
It all comes down to love.
The Beatles said it.
Yes, yeah.
That's
the
all you
Beatles,
need, baby.
All you need is love. Now, with regards to his comment pertaining to Spielberg, well, we have our own Spielberg in the making right here.
I think that I think one of the things that our community must realize is how much power we actually have. That the largest group of moviegoers that we have in America are Latinos.
Unbelievable.
You know, but we will go to see, you know, Rise of Planet of the Apes and Transformers and the Cowboys, and these are great. You know, it's explosion, it's big budget, of course, but you know, on an independent film level, there are stepping stones. You know, and we're telling our own stories, and if we want that to keep on happening, if we don't want Spielberg to reach in and talk about a world that he has actually no idea about, and we want our stories told by our own, we have to support on this level, even though, you know, you don't see the posters everywhere, but you see them on Gun Hill Road. You see them on Gun Hill Road. This weekend, this opening weekend, is absolutely vitally important for the success of this film. So come on out this weekend, make a difference, show up in numbers, and catch those big movies next weekend.
Right. This is a big movie.
This is a big movie. This is a big movie for our hearts, because it talks about our family. You're going to see your family members right there on the screen. Oh, look, that's Grandma. You're going to be laughing at the jokes. You're going it is a homegrown story. It's going to make you feel good, and it's going to touch your heart. It's going to make you think. So, you know, come on out and give it a shot.
Yeah. Beautiful. This is definitely a universal film.
Right.
But that speaks loudest to the Bronx community, because they'll hear things that the rest of America won't begin to understand. And one other thing I want to say, this is also kind of, I think this can become a cult classic.
Nice.
You know, where you can go back. You can see it more than once. If you really like it, don't be shy about spreading the word, posting it on Facebook, how you feel, because that's how we can get around snarky reviews, people who don't want us to succeed. There's lots of ways to cut people off.
Right.
But if we are connected, you can't touch us.
Right.
So
I agree. And thank you for coming here and sharing these words of wisdom. And hopefully people got the message. Well, you know, basically when you go check out that film this weekend, you know, make sure you post your comments on Facebook and tweet it. Tweet it. You know, let us know. Let everybody know how much you enjoyed it. Yes, Rashad.
Also, another fun thing that you can do is you can go onto our Facebook page, facebook.com/Gun Hill Road, tag yourself in the poster, and make the poster your profile pic for this week.
Nice.
Yeah, and like us. I mean, you know, I hate to go where everybody goes, but it's true. like me. I really want you to like me.
Oh, gentlemen, thank you so much. It has been such a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, Rena.
Truly, it has. And once again, the film is opening today, August 5th, at 5 o'clock. Isa's going to be at the AMC Bay Plaza Theater, and Rashad is going to be in the Angelica. You're going to be.
I'm going to be splitting my time between AMC 42nd Street and the Angelica on Houston.
42nd Street and Angelica. Those are great film theaters that actually present quality work, because that's really important. It's quality work. It's quality. And no, we thank you, and thank you for writing this story in addition to directing it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for having us on the show.
Oh, we love it. Are you kidding me? Hope the world is ready for us. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we were just discussing Gun Hill Road. Thank you, Isa Morales and director Rashad Ernesto Green. The film premieres this weekend. It opens today, August 5th. And of course, if you want more information on the film Gun Hill Road, you can go to their website and visit them at www.gunhillroad.com. Once again, www.gunhillroad.com, and you'll get all the information you need there. All right, so next up, Bobby C tells us what's going on in the world of sports. So we're going to let him take it away. Take it away, Bobby.
Yeah.
El guayeteño, ay qué bueno, está este reggaetón, guerrillero, por mi reggae muero. Gozo, if you are chichi man, you don't like chichi, no. When you are top backs and kick todo el pegando, mi chiliano, me a kick back en el mecano. When me a walk again, le hago el amor, and she love it when me feel up on her cuerpo. Her body language speaks Spanish and it's so, ay qué bueno.
Papi, dame lento.
You understand it, so me slamming to sing like a bueno. Tell them who no don't know. Tell them move their bumbo.
Welcome back to Open. We're here at Jets training camp in Florham Park, New Jersey, live on the scene with my main man, the sports guru, Dexter Henry. How's it going, bud? Jets training camp?
It's going pretty good, man. Pretty good. Good to have football back, man. It's really good to have football.
That's an exciting week, too, for the NFL. The NFL unlocked after the lockout, of course, and a real media frenzy, and then, of course, a frenzy for free agency. The biggest news coming out of Jets camp has to be the signing of Plaxico Burress, who gets a $3 million contract guaranteed as the Jets come in and they take him away from the Giants. Your thoughts?
I liked the move for the Jets. I was stunned by it. I didn't think the Jets were going to get Plaxico. We kind of heard they might have been interested, never knew they'd be fully interested all the way. And obviously the biggest selling point is what you just said, Bobby, the $3 million guaranteed. That was the key. They showed Plaxico they were committed to him for a year. They wanted to give him this guaranteed money and give him the opportunity. And Plaxico liked it. And it's a great fit for them. Braylon Edwards played great, even though he looks, there's a slim chance he may come back, but it's highly unlikely. Edwards played great, but they needed another receiver that was tall that Sanchez could use in the red zone, and that will definitely help the Jets. So I think Plaxico Burress is a great signing. He's motivated. He's got something to prove, I think, to a lot of people, like Michael Vick when he returned a couple years ago, and I think he will do that.
If you can, tell us you think the moves that have maybe put the Jets in this position to maybe be a better team than they were the last 2 years, because it seems like Rex Ryan has said that he thinks it's the best team he's ever had.
Yeah, Rex's comments as far as that goes, I thought was interesting. A lot of people say, well, obviously there are certain pieces they don't have back, and you can look at that, no Edwards, etc. But the Jets still have a lot of familiarity here. There's a lot of players that know each other, that know the system. Their core is really strong with Sanchez, Darrelle Revis, David Harris, who they just locked up for a long term. So I think a lot of it is maybe not really the new additions, but the familiarity here. And there's players that feel comfortable that are even fairly new here, like a Santonio Holmes. I think Plaxico Burress is going to feel very comfortable. So I think a lot of these players, I do think this Jets team, because of what they've went through the last 2 years, it can really be a great building block, getting to 2 AFC championship games in a row, to building upon that. I think this could be Rex Ryan's best team. I don't think that's crazy to say. I just think Rex Ryan is comfortable with the roster that he has now more than he was his first 2 years as head coach.
I think you could make an argument that the biggest waves in the AFC this year in terms of the free agency so far and the trades has to be the Patriots, though. New England gets better with Albert Haynesworth and, of course, with Chad Ochocinco. So they've made a couple of big moves themselves. Your thoughts on the Patriots and how this rivalry might continue this year?
Yeah, you see this rivalry continuing to start with that is that the Jets do something, the Pats are going to do something. It's getting a little Yankees-Red Sox-ish here. You know, both teams are trying to counter each other, you know, with punches back and forth. The Patriots' moves, to be honest, was shocking to me. The Haynesworth, I did not see that coming at all whatsoever. And then Chad Ochocinco, big 85. I was just stunned that they were able to get him, you know. But Belichick has done a great job in the past of taking players that are a little bit troubled or, you know, and reining them in and having them play within the Patriots way or the Patriots system. So the moves were shocking, but I think they were good moves. I think the Patriots will get a good return on their investment. And, you know, the Jets, I think they countered it well by keeping their defense strong. You know, now you have Revis, Cromartie is back, you know, and they'll be able to defend that Patriots passing attack. That's the key for the Jets. Can they stop the Patriots in the passing attack? And the Jets made sure their defense was still intact. They didn't get Asamoah, but they got Cromartie, and they still going to be able to attack the Patriots passing game.
So will the Jets be in the Super Bowl?
It's too early for me to make a prediction. Are you putting a gun to my head?
I'm putting a gun to your head.
Gun to my head. I am going to say the Jets will make it to the Super Bowl this year.
I agree.
There's something about knocking on the door 2 times in a row. I think this team knows what they have to do. I think there are a lot of players that are heartbroken. And I think the biggest thing about the Jets being able to take it to that step was the maturity of Sanchez. And I've seen in the last 2 years he's grown as a leader. When I heard this guy said that he would be willing to take a pay cut for them to even try to get Asamoah, for they can be under the cap to get other players, that showed me a lot. Shows me a lot of leadership there. And I really expect a good season out of Sanchez. And I think that will be the key and the difference to the Jets getting to the promised land this year.
As we wrap up the Sports Corner across town, a little bit of Giant talk here because I think the Patriots have stole a bit of the Jets' thunder, and the team in the NFC that has stole the Giants' thunder has to be the Philadelphia Eagles, who day after day have continued to sign more and more players. They got Ronnie Brown this week. They signed Vince Young to back up Michael Vick. There is some talk that, of course, the retirement of Randy Moss, that he might sign in Philadelphia before the season is over. Your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles and now the rivalry that we see with the Giants and the Eagles year after year in the NFC?
My thoughts on the Eagles is that a lot of, like the way Boston is hated in New York, a lot of New York fans are starting to hate Philadelphia. They're not fond of Philadelphia at all. And right now the Eagles, if they can acquire all these players, yes, that brings a lot of pressure upon them. They're now becoming like the Miami Heat of the NFL. I think it's interesting for the NFL. It's intriguing, especially in this short, crazed free agency period that we have. But the Philadelphia Eagles are going to have a lot of pressure on them. And maybe it motivates a team like the Giants. I think the Giants make the playoffs, should have made the playoffs last year, although the aforementioned Philadelphia Eagles hurt them. But I think the Giants will make the playoffs. I'll say 11-5 for them. 11-5 for the Giants.
Sounds pretty good.
So you like it. We always agree, though. Giants in the playoffs, Jets in the Super Bowl. Jets winning the Super Bowl?
I think they win the Super Bowl. I do.
Jets win the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, Gang Green fans, you should be happy. I'm not going to say it. I'm just saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Bobby said they're going to win the Super Bowl. So
early prediction.
It's very early. It's still August. It's very early.
Dexter Henry, Backpack Broadcasting, thanks for joining us in the Sports Corner. Before we head out, let's check in with Big Blue at Giants training camp, and then we wrap the segment with the Bronx sports story of the week.
Football is here. Holy cow. I told the players starting 2 weeks ago, my wife, to anybody that would listen to her, said, would you please get him out of here, please? And that's pretty much the way I think probably the other coaches and the players and their wives, the way they looked at it as well. So we're excited, and we're really looking forward to starting our camp. It's a new experience here at the Timex Performance Center. It's also a new experience with our new CBA. So we're trying to decipher all the information that's come forth from the league in a short amount of time, and we've changed our practice schedules and our schedules for camp probably 10 times, and hopefully now we can stick with something.
And from the gridiron to the diamond, where the Bronx Bombers opened a new exhibit at the Yankees Museum.
Families that this exhibit is here in Yankee Stadium for all to see and feel proud of the men who dedicated their lives: Roberto Alomar, Luis Aparicio, Rod Carew, Orlando Cepeda, Juan Marichal, and Tony Perez, to the great game of baseball. Una, dos, y tres.
Yeah.
How special of a moment is it for you to see something like this represented in Yankee Stadium?
Very, 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 very incredible. Because as a Latino, we're coming a long way. And things like this, it's going to help the youth, the new generation. Because for some reason, we don't get the recognition that we deserve. But we're in the Hall of Fame. I'm very proud to be in the Hall of Fame. And I know that for next year, they're going to keep doing this. All the Latino Hall of Famers, they're going to be here.
Do you think a lot of times about your place in baseball history as a pioneer, someone that has opened up the doors for so many young players? I mean, you watch the All-Star game this year, there's a certain point during the game where almost every player on the field is Latino.
Right, because I recall when I first came here in 1955, minor leagues, it was very hard, the communication, the food, the language. Then in 58, when I came to the big league, it's only 5 Latinos. So we're coming a long way, and they know it. That's why this thing is so important for the community.
We take a serious pride in the history of the Yankees, but also in the history of baseball. And you can't hide the fact that, the Hispanics have given so much to this game. And you have it here with Orlando Cepeda and the 6, living legends that are honored here. The game of baseball today wouldn't be anything without them. And I think all of our fans, Hispanic and non-Hispanic alike, will really enjoy this exhibit. And the exhibit will stay. It's a traveling exhibit, and it'll be here until at least the end of the year. So fans can all come out, during a game or stadium tours. We now have stadium tours in Spanish as well. So, you can go to our websites and you can find out, how to get here and really do come and check out this great museum that we have.
The first run for cancer at Yankee Stadium. They're running on behalf of cancer patients and cancer survivors. The Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation, its mission is to fund the best and brightest young scientists across the country who are committed to finding the new breakthroughs against cancer. We're so grateful to the Yankees for supporting our cause of curing cancer.
Welcome back to the studio, everyone. Rena Valentin here. The stage is ready for our Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
Our Open Artist reverts back to the sounds of Ibiza and Manchester's Hacienda Club. A Puerto Rican native, has appeared in the Broadway shows called The Cape Man and Juan Darien. He's also performed in the legendary jazz musician Duke Ellington's 100th birthday celebration at Carnegie Hall. The sky is the limit with this busy performer, here to sing one of his juicy singles. Please welcome back to the stages of Open, Mr. Khalid Rivera!
Everybody, don't you know that you can find your way to heaven? Get it started, feel your body, let it flow right down to your skin. It's the light to your sun, it's the moment begun. There's no place to run. Let the power shower you. Keep it moving, don't stop grooving, never let the sadness creep in. Free yourself and find your rhythm, start to move and sway within it. It's the light to your sun, it's the moment begun. There's no place to run, let the power shower you. Everybody, everybody start to move. Everybody, everybody let it flow. It's the light to your sun, it's the moment begun. There's no place to run, let the power shower you. It's the light to your sun, it's the moment begun. There's no place to run, let the power shower you. Everybody, everybody start to move. Everybody, everybody let it flow, 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 flow. Everybody, everybody start to move. Everybody, everybody let it flow. This is your moment, the moment begun. Flow, 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 flow.
Woo! Khalid Rivera, everyone! Welcome back to Open, darling.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Wepa. You know what I saw? I saw myself doing a workout to that song, right? It's like 1 and 2. And hopefully, hopefully it becomes a theme to an aerobics class or something. Right. Well, you definitely got a great hook. So,
thank you.
Did you write that song?
No, I didn't write that one. I'm a featured singer on this track. It's by a very well-known producer named The Fletcher Project. He's out in Philadelphia. He contacted me because he saw my video on MTV3, and he was like, "Yeah, I want you, you on my track." And so I went to Philadelphia, and the rest is history. But I have new music coming out this fall. So.
That's awesome. It's awesome. Well, you've been traveling extensively. Share with us a little bit about what's been going on with you, because you came and visited us like 2 years ago.
Yeah, summer of 2009, actually.
Yes,
yeah.
We're in 2011, and we're so happy to bring you back
Thank
in your new stage, and you've traveled extensively. I keep up with you, so just share with us a little bit about what's been going on with you.
Well, right after I had my appearance here, I went on a national tour, did a theater show called Susical. Then after that, I got back into doing my music, and I've been performing many different places. I've had my videos now on Logo, MTV3 in Canada, and with that, I've had a lot of DJs and radio stations and clubs worldwide playing my music. So I'm really happy about that now. The exposure's out there, people know me, and now a lot of artist collaborations now, which is always a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. It is all about collaboration. That's what we're doing here. We're collaborating with the audience and letting them know that, hey, look, talent right here in our own backyard, just as we did with the film. What do you think about having Isa Morales on the set?
I was very surprised. That was pretty amazing.
Surprised to you too, Khalid.
It's great, to see, Latino, actors and performers really doing their thing. And I agree 100% with what you were saying, that it's great to see a film, that they're employing Latino actors. There's not a lot of work for Latino performers or actors out there. So any chance that we get, we have to represent ourselves in the best way. And I'm so proud of the project, and I can't wait to see it because I've known about it. I know people in it.
Yeah, and in addition to that, it's about supporting one another.
Yes,
support. And support Khalid Rivera as well. And you've got your stuff online, like share with everybody where they can download your music.
Sure, of course, my music is on iTunes, Amazon, and different online retailers. And you can find me on my website, KhalidRivera.com. So that's where all the Facebook, Twitter links, and all those other social media websites are at.
Well, that's what, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, we're looking at your official website right now, which is very cool. That's a nice shot.
Thank you.
Yeah, very cool. So are you performing anywhere recent?
Yeah, recently I just last week I performed at Webster Hall, headlining that, a party called Soul Candy Party, which was incredible. And
Webster Hall's a big venue.
Yeah. So that was a dream of mine to perform in Webster Hall, and so I got that opportunity. Thank you. And next, I'm going to be performing at the Jerome Bid Avenue Festival, and coming in September. So right here in the Bronx, y'all.
Right here in the Bronx, and all that's going to be listed on your website.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Congratulations, Khalid.
Thank you. Congratulations to you. I've been following you, your family, know your amazing news and everything. We support each other, so we know what's going on. Yeah, I get all your email newsletters, so it's exciting to see, like I said, Latino actors and performers really getting out there doing their thing.
Yeah, it's all about progressing, moving forward, and uniting in the process.
That's right.
Because,
that's right.
The numbers, there's power in unification. And I like to, say that, I'm very honored to have talent such as yourself present the work that you do here with us on Open. And again, it's been a great show today. And thank you for closing it out with that workout song. All right, that's right. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get my workout on to Khalid Rivera. That's right. All right, people. They're telling me we're out of time. But once again, if you want to find out more information or you want to download some music, you can go to KhalidRivera.com. And once again, that's www.KhalidRivera.com. Did I say too many W's?
No, I think that sounded right. Yeah,
sometimes
I did the same thing too.
Sometimes I go www, and just 3. All right. Thank you once again.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Love that. Webster Hall. That's hot. All right. That is all the time we have for today's show. They are wrapping me up big time for this episode of Open, that is. And we'd like to thank all of our guests for coming through. Rashad Ernesto Green and Isa Morales. Don't forget, go out there and check out Gun Hill Road, opening in theaters this weekend. AMC, Bayside. Bay Plaza Theater, Angelica Theater, and the AMC on 42nd Street. Just go to gunhillroad.com. Go check out the film. It's hot. And, of course, Bobby C. and then our one and only Khalid Rivera, who did our workout song, That's Right, Get the Music. All right, that's his job. And we'd like to thank our crew for today's show. And, of course, we want to thank all of you always for tuning in and watching us at home and on the internet. So if you missed any part of today's show, this live version, you can tune into the recablecast tonight at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. and throughout the entire weekend. And as always, you can view us fully on the web by going to www.bronxnet.org. I'm Rina Valentin, and as always, from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. Mwah. Adios. Have a great weekend, everyone. Chon vida.
There's no place to run, let the power shower you.